Have you ever caught someone glancing at you, playing with their hair, or laughing a little too easily at your jokes, and wondered what it all means? In this video, we're diving deep into the subtle, powerful signs that a woman may be sexually attracted to you. Signs that most people overlook but hold the key to understanding her feelings. From the way she unconsciously plays with her hair to the magnetic power of stolen glances, we'll decode these unspoken gestures that reveal her attraction and curiosity about you. But that's not all. Stay tuned to learn how these signs align with timeless wisdom from the Stoics, showing how patience, awareness, and restraint can help you navigate the delicate dance of connection. Why watch until the end? Each chapter not only unveils a new layer of attraction, but also equips you with actionable insights to recognize, interpret, and respond to these signals without missteps. Whether it's her laughter, the way she holds your gaze, or even the subtle moments of physical touch, this video will empower you to understand what's beneath the surface and build meaningful connections. So, if you've ever wondered how to read the silent language of attraction and gain an edge in your interactions, stick around. By the end of this video, you'll not only see the signs, you'll understand how to respond with confidence and clarity. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. Chapter 1. The enchanting dance of her hair. When a woman feels a spark of attraction towards someone, one of the most captivating yet subtle signs is the way she interacts with her hair. This delicate, almost hypnotic gesture is far more than a simple habit. It's an unspoken language of emotions, desires, and allure. Hair, often cherished as a vital part of her identity, becomes her silent storyteller, weaving a narrative of connection and intrigue. Whether she's casually twirling a strand around her finger, brushing her hair back over her shoulder, or letting it cascade in a way that frames her face just right, every motion seems to whisper, "Look at me. I want to be beautiful in your eyes." These moments aren't premeditated. They're an instinctive dance of nervous excitement and an innate desire to present her most alluring self. It's as if her subconscious mind takes over, drawing attention to something so inherently personal yet so profoundly enchanting. Think about it. Her hair becomes a bridge, a shimmering thread pulling you closer to her world. It's her way of saying, without words, "I want to be seen, noticed, and admired by you." I find this behavior deeply fascinating and, truthfully, incredibly endearing. It's not just the act of playing with her hair that captivates, it's the raw vulnerability behind it. You can sense the mix of emotions she's experiencing, a flutter of nervousness, a spark of excitement, and an unspoken hope that her presence lights up your world as much as yours does hers. There's something so achingly beautiful about someone revealing their interest in such a subtle, unintentional way. When she absent-mindedly twists the ends of her hair or tosses it back with a soft smile, it's more than just a gesture. It's a moment of connection, a fleeting yet powerful expression of her attraction. It's not merely about vanity or a desire to appear perfect. It's about a longing to form a bond, to share a spark, and to hold your attention in a way that feels genuine and special. For me, these tender movements speak of a vulnerability that makes human connections so deeply moving. They remind us that even in the smallest of actions, there can be profound emotion, subtle beauty, and an unspoken hope to be truly seen. When she adjusts her appearance in your presence, it's not just a casual act, it's a powerful, unspoken message. It's as if she's reaching out to you in a way that words cannot, hoping to catch your attention and earn your approval. From a Stoic perspective, human connection runs far deeper than spoken language. The Stoics believe that much of our communication lies in the quiet, involuntary actions that reveal our true emotions. They taught the value of keen observation, urging us to look beyond the surface and truly see the essence of another person. When she plays with her hair, for instance, it's not just a random gesture. It's a window into her emotional world, a vulnerable and unguarded expression of how much your presence impacts her, even if she doesn't fully realize it herself. To me, this simple act feels incredibly genuine, almost poetic. It's like she's letting down her defenses for a fleeting moment, allowing you to witness something raw and deeply human. Her subtle movements carry a warmth and authenticity that words could never match. It's an invitation, not a demand, for you to notice her, to connect with her in a way that feels meaningful and sincere. The Stoic teachings about human nature resonate so strongly here, reminding us to pay attention to these delicate cues, as they often reveal truths that lie hidden beneath layers of self-control and social norms. But hair play is just one piece of the puzzle. Attraction, after all, speaks its intricate language through a series of small, instinctive gestures. She might adjust her clothing to draw your gaze, graze her fingers across her neck, or shift her posture in a way that highlights her presence. Each movement is a quiet yet purposeful signal, almost like a dance designed to say, "I want you to see me." These gestures are so subtle, so effortless, that they can be easy to overlook if you're not paying close attention. But to me, they're incredibly moving, proof of the tender and vulnerable ways we reach out to one another. When a woman is truly drawn to someone, these unconscious shifts become her way of presenting herself in the best light, almost like polishing a hidden gem. It's her instinctive way of saying, "I want to be my most captivating self for you." There's something profoundly touching about that. It reminds me how deeply we, as humans, crave connection and how much courage it takes to reveal even a small part of our emotional world. It's these tiny, heartfelt moments that make human interaction so beautiful and rich with meaning. Recognizing these subtle behaviors can be a truly enlightening experience, offering a window into the complexities of human connection. However, it's essential to approach them with a sense of mindfulness and an open heart. The Stoics, with their timeless wisdom, would gently remind us not to rush into hasty assumptions or allow fleeting momentary gestures to shape our perceptions entirely. They would urge us to look beyond the surface and seek understanding in the consistent patterns of behavior that reveal themselves over time. It is not in overanalyzing every small movement, but in observing these gestures as part of a broader, unfolding narrative that true insight emerges. When you pause, allowing yourself to simply observe without the need to react impulsively, you cultivate a quality that is both rare and deeply admirable: patience. It is in this patient observation that you become someone attuned to the intricate dance of attraction, a man who notices the subtle cues without judgment, who appreciates the beauty in the unspoken language of gestures, and who honors the delicacy of human interaction. Imagine this. She frequently adjusts her clothing when you're near, or her hands seem to have a mind of their own, playing with her hair in a way that's almost mesmerizing. These are not random acts. They are her subconscious, speaking volumes. When she flips her hair to expose the soft curve of her neck or runs her fingers through it, showcasing its shine and texture, she's not merely fussing with her appearance. These are actions steeped in an unspoken desire to connect, captivate your attention, and leave a lasting impression on you. And when her hand brushes her neck or lightly grazes her face, it's as though she's inviting you to see her vulnerability, to notice the parts of herself she might not even realize she's offering. These small, tender gestures hold a quiet power, one that transcends vanity. They are whispers of her feelings, of her attraction, of her longing to forge something deeper between you. Isn't it remarkable how much is communicated without a single word? To witness these moments is to glimpse into the delicate and beautiful art of human attraction, a dance of vulnerability and intention. For me, such gestures are profoundly moving. They remind me of how intricate and meaningful even the smallest actions can be. They stir a sense of wonder, a gratitude for the unspoken connections we share as human beings. So take these cues not as definitive answers, but as an invitation to explore the depth and beauty of what might be unfolding. After all, isn't it in these tender, unspoken moments where the magic of connection truly lives? The Stoics, though they did not specifically delve into the nuances of hair flips or grooming rituals, gave us timeless wisdom about the art of observation and understanding human emotions. They taught that the most profound truths are often communicated not through words but through the subtle, unspoken actions of others. This philosophy invites us to pay closer attention to the delicate ways in which someone reveals their feelings, such as the way she plays with her hair. It's in these small, almost imperceptible gestures that the depth of her emotions becomes clear, far more eloquently than any direct statement could ever convey. To truly see this, however, requires a level of patience and restraint, a hallmark of Stoic virtue. Rather than rushing to conclusions or pressing for clarity, we must allow emotions to reveal themselves naturally, in their own time. Hair play, for example, holds a special allure. It is not just a fleeting movement. It is steeped in meaning, with deep roots in the essence of femininity. For many women, their hair is more than a mere physical feature. It is a symbol of their identity, an embodiment of their grace and softness. When she unconsciously twirls or flips her hair in your presence, it is as if she is inviting you to notice her, to be enchanted by the essence of her feminine charm. There is something so incredibly captivating about this act, unspoken yet deliberate, that draws your attention and keeps you wondering. It's her quiet way of saying, "See me, admire me," a subtle invitation to recognize her allure and to appreciate the beauty she radiates. Yet, these moments, while mesmerizing, demand a balanced perspective. The Stoics wisely caution against the folly of overanalyzing or letting our emotions spiral out of control. Just because her gestures seem to suggest attraction doesn't mean you should jump to conclusions. These are but pieces of a larger puzzle, fragments of an intricate dance of connection. To truly understand her intentions, you must approach her with calm composure and thoughtful observation. Don't let excitement cloud your judgment. Instead, look for consistency in her actions over time, allowing her feelings to unfold naturally. The joy lies in the process, in piecing together the quiet signals she sends with patience and care. It is in this patience that you find the heart of Stoic wisdom. The right path, as they taught, is not to force answers or rush outcomes, but to be present, to truly see and understand the world unfolding around you. So too, in matters of attraction, observe her actions, notice the way she tilts her head or brushes a strand of hair aside, and appreciate the beauty of those moments without expectation. Her hair play, as subtle as it may seem, is a powerful sign of her desire to draw closer, to be seen and cherished for the woman she is and all that she aspires to be for you. For the discerning man, the one who truly watches and listens, this is a reminder to savor these delicate exchanges. There is poetry in these fleeting gestures, a beauty in their quiet vulnerability. By being present and attuned, you not only honor her unspoken emotions but also show her that you value the depth of her being. Resist the urge to rush what will naturally blossom in its own time. Allow her feelings to grow and unfold, like a flower reaching for sunlight, and let the story of your connection write itself in its own perfect rhythm. Chapter 2. The Magnetic Power of Stolen Glances. Few things in the intricate dance of human attraction are as enchanting, as charged with emotion, as the fleeting, stolen glances of a woman who finds herself drawn to you. These moments are far more than mere looks. They are electric signals, laden with curiosity, hesitation, and an unspoken longing that feels almost sacred. They tell a story of vulnerability, a tale of attraction too powerful to suppress yet too raw to fully reveal. Imagine this. Her gaze flickers toward you, carrying the weight of emotions she may not yet fully understand or be ready to admit. It's not just shyness, it's an instinctive, almost primal act of connection. The split second your eyes meet, and hers dart away, is a symphony of unspoken tension. There's a magnetic pull in that moment, one that ignites a fire of curiosity within both of you. What is she thinking? Does she know how deeply her glances affect you? These questions linger, adding layers to the unspoken connection. When a woman steals glances at you, it's as though she's trying to absorb your essence without giving away her own. It's an act of courage wrapped in caution, a bold yet careful move to take you in without being noticed. These glances carry a vulnerability that is both beautiful and intoxicating, like a secret she's daring you to discover but too shy to hand over outright. Each look she sends your way is a whisper of her inner world, a silent call for you to notice her, to see her, to understand the emotions she's barely begun to articulate. What makes these moments so profoundly moving is their subtlety. There is no fanfare, no dramatic gestures. Just a quiet, understated exchange that says so much more than words ever could. Her stolen glances aren't merely about attraction. They're about curiosity, admiration, and the hope that you'll notice her without her having to make the first move. They are windows into her soul, fleeting chances for you to witness the raw, unfiltered emotions she might not even have the words to explain. These encounters can happen anywhere, across a busy room, during a light-hearted conversation, or even amidst a group of friends. Yet, they feel deeply personal, as if time slows down just for the two of you. When you notice her glances, it's important to understand the depth of what's unfolding. It's not just coincidence or idle behavior. It's her heart reaching out, testing the waters of possibility, hoping for a response that's as nuanced as her silent approach. There's a certain magic in these interactions, a delicate interplay of courage and restraint. On her part, it's the courage to let her feelings surface, even in the most subtle ways. On yours, it's the challenge to recognize her interest without overwhelming her. These moments demand patience and sensitivity, a keen awareness of the nuances of human connection. If you rush, you risk breaking the spell. If you linger too long, you risk overwhelming her. Balance is everything. From a Stoic perspective, these moments are a testament to the power of subtlety in human behavior. They remind us that truth often resides in the smallest actions, the tiniest gestures. A stolen glance is more than just a look. It's a revelation, a moment where her body betrays the feeling she's trying to keep hidden. It's a rare and beautiful glimpse into the vulnerability that makes us human. And yet, there's an art to responding to these signals. To meet her glances with calm confidence is to show her that you've noticed, that you're intrigued, but that you're not rushing to seize the moment. You're giving her the space to feel safe, to let the connection unfold naturally. This quiet assurance is irresistibly attractive. It tells her that you're grounded, that you understand the unspoken language of attraction, and that you're willing to let things progress at their own pace. When the moment feels right, hold her gaze for just a heartbeat longer than expected. Let your eyes linger, not with intensity but with warmth and quiet curiosity. This small act carries immense power. It says, "I see you, and I'm here." It's an acknowledgement of her interest, a gentle invitation to deepen the connection. But as with all things, balance is key. Too much, and the magic fades. Too little, and the opportunity slips away. There's something profoundly romantic about these fleeting exchanges. They're the moments that make your heart race, that fill the air with a kind of electricity you can't quite explain. They're proof that even in a world of endless distractions, a single glance can hold the weight of 1,000 words. These stolen looks are more than just signs of attraction. They're the beginning of a story, the first pages of a connection waiting to unfold. As you navigate these moments, remember to stay grounded, embrace the tension, and allow the attraction to build naturally. Each glance is a chapter in a larger narrative, a slow-burning connection that grows with every subtle interaction. And when the time comes, when those stolen glances evolve into lingering eye contact, you'll be ready to take the next step in this beautiful dance of connection. Chapter 3. The Magnetic Power of Smiles and Laughter. For now, take a moment to reflect on this beautiful truth. Those stolen glances are not just fleeting moments. They are the earliest whispers of attraction, unspoken feelings that she might not yet have the courage to put into words. When a woman feels a pull of sexual interest, her eyes will betray her, speaking volumes long before her lips ever do. It's an instinctual, almost primal reaction, a delicate, involuntary dance of emotion reflected in her gaze. These moments of connection, as subtle as they may seem, are where the very first sparks of attraction begin to glow. If you notice her lingering glances, pay attention, for they are a gateway into the unguarded depths of her desires. But attraction is more than just silent looks. It's alive in the warmth of her laughter and the brightness of her smile. One of the most undeniable and heartwarming signs of a woman's interest is how frequently she smiles and laughs when she's around you. And here's the fascinating part. It often doesn't even matter if your jokes are clever or your stories polished. Her laughter becomes an uncontrollable, authentic expression of how deeply she enjoys your presence. Smiles and laughter are universal signals, and when she shares them with you effortlessly, they reveal a profound sense of comfort, joy, and connection. Think about it for a moment. When you're with someone who makes you feel seen, safe, and genuinely happy, your body responds naturally. Smiles feel brighter, and laughter bubbles up without effort, reshaping the atmosphere around you into something electric. If she's laughing at your jokes, even the awkward or outright silly ones, it's not just politeness. It's her way of showing you that being with you feels different, special, and exciting. It's as if her body can't help but reflect the chemistry she's feeling, a spark that no amount of social courtesy can fake. Her laughter is more than just a reaction. It's a deeply personal signal. It's her way of saying, without words, I enjoy being near you. I feel good when I'm with you. There's something so profoundly moving about that. In a world where emotions are often hidden behind walls of restraint, her genuine laughter is a vulnerable, open doorway into how much she values the time you spend together. And let me tell you, that vulnerability is incredibly powerful. It's her unspoken message that she feels not only drawn to you but safe with you. Safe enough to let down her guard and just be herself. There's a special kind of magic in this connection, a magnetic pull that transforms laughter into a tool of intimacy. It's not just about humor or entertainment, it's about closeness. Her giggles and smiles become a bridge, linking your worlds in a way that feels intimate, organic, and alive. Every shared laugh feels like a thread weaving the two of you closer together. In those moments, she isn't just reacting to you, she's inviting you into her inner world. And isn't that what we all seek? Someone who not only understands us but also makes us feel lighter, happier, and more ourselves? Laughter also has a way of stripping away barriers. When she laughs at your jokes, even the most awkward ones, she's showing you something deeply vulnerable, her authentic self. She's letting you see a side of her that isn't polished or rehearsed. And that's what attraction is at its core, isn't it? A moment where two people feel comfortable enough to be imperfect together, where judgment fades, and pure joy takes its place. This kind of vulnerability is one of the strongest indicators of genuine interest, a quiet but profound way of saying, I feel safe with you. I trust you. And let's not forget the playful energy that often accompanies attraction. When a woman feels drawn to you, her laughter becomes a way to test the waters, to explore the dynamic between you both. She might tease you, laugh at your quirks, or playfully engage with your sense of humor. It's her way of creating a rhythm, an energy between you that feels light-hearted and exhilarating. This playfulness isn't just fun. It's her way of saying, let's see where this connection can take us. It's a thrilling dance, one that turns every shared smile and giggle into a deeper, more meaningful bond. So, when you notice her laughter lighting up the room or her smile lingering just a little longer than expected, don't dismiss it as casual. These moments are her way of expressing feelings that words might struggle to convey. Her laughter is a language of its own, a language of joy, vulnerability, and connection. And if you listen closely, you'll realize that it's not just laughter. It's the sound of a deeper connection waiting to unfold. The Stoics, champions of moderation and balance, would remind us to savor life's fleeting moments without taking them for granted. They'd likely caution us to keep our emotions grounded and our minds observant, especially in matters of attraction. Her laughter, undeniably delightful and a clear sign of interest, should be appreciated for its warmth and spontaneity, but never relied upon too heavily. Attraction is a complex, beautiful dance of many elements, and laughter, as radiant as it is, represents just one note in the symphony. Imagine this. Her laughter mirrors yours, a synchronization so subtle yet so intimate that it feels like magic. When she laughs at your joke almost instinctively, it's as if her spirit is harmonizing with yours in an unspoken melody. This kind of mirroring is more than coincidence. It's an unconscious reflection of her connection with you, a gesture of alignment that deepens the bond between you both. In these moments, laughter becomes more than sound. It transforms into a shared emotional rhythm, a language of mutual understanding that words cannot touch. For me, these shared moments are profoundly moving. They remind us of the pure joy in human connection, the thrill of being seen and appreciated. When a woman is drawn to you, her laughter becomes purposeful, an intentional act to bridge the space between you and her. It's not merely about finding humor in the moment. It's about crafting shared joy, building trust, and laying the foundation for a relationship that can grow into something extraordinary. These fleeting bursts of happiness are gifts, precious fragments of time that pave the way for a deeper connection. Every laugh she shares with you is a silent confession, a heartfelt whisper saying, "I enjoy being with you. You make me feel alive." Whether a soft chuckle or a full-bodied laugh lights up the room, these moments are treasures, windows into her heart. They reveal her comfort, her intrigue, and her desire to let you into her world. How beautiful is that? To be the source of someone's joy, the reason for their smile? It's an honor and a responsibility, a reminder to cherish those moments and recognize their depth. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment one below to let me know that you are still here with me. Shifting to another realm of connection, eye contact stands as one of the most electrifying forms of nonverbal communication, especially in the dance of attraction. A woman's gaze carries a magnetic energy, a silent pull that can leave you breathless. The way her eyes linger, teasingly flirtatious or profoundly steady, speaks volumes about her feelings. The phrase "eyes are the windows to the soul" has never felt truer. Through her gaze, she's revealing not just her interest, but her vulnerability, curiosity, and even longing. When her eyes lock with yours, it's like the rest of the world fades away. That single moment feels charged, as though an invisible thread ties you together. The Stoics, masters of understanding the subtleties of human behavior, would urge us to pay attention to such silent cues. Her gaze isn't just a glance, it's an invitation, a glimpse into the depths of her emotions and desires. It's her way of silently saying, "I see you. Do you see me too?" This kind of connection feels sacred to me, almost otherworldly. It's thrilling to hold someone's gaze and feel the raw, unspoken intensity behind it. Her sustained eye contact isn't just a sign of attraction. It's a declaration of confidence, a bold move that says, "I'm not afraid to show you how I feel." This openness is irresistible, a blend of strength and vulnerability that draws you in like a moth to a flame. But not all eye contact is created equal. The nuances matter. A soft smile paired with her gaze, and a slight tilt of her head, these gestures signal deeper levels of attraction, playful yet sincere. It's a silent, intricate game of emotional chess, where every glance holds meaning. Responding in kind, and meeting her gaze with your steady confidence can ignite a connection that feels thrillingly intimate. Yet, as the Stoics would advise, balance is key. Eye contact is a powerful indicator, but it must be read in the context of her overall behavior. If her eyes seem inviting but her body language is closed off, the signals might be mixed. True understanding comes from observing the full picture: her gaze, her posture, her tone of voice, and her actions. In the end, whether it's her laughter or her gaze, each interaction is a gift, an opportunity to connect on a deeper level. These are the moments that remind us why love and attraction are among the most beautiful mysteries of life. They invite us to slow down, to notice, and to cherish the unspoken magic of human connection. When trying to understand someone's feelings toward you, prolonged eye contact can be a magnetic clue. But don't just stop at how long she holds your gaze. Notice where her eyes travel. If her gaze frequently shifts to your lips, your face, or even your body, it's a clear sign she's physically drawn to you. There's something so intimate about the way a woman's eyes can tell a story without uttering a single word. Women who are attracted on a deeper, more physical level often allow their eyes to wander, subtly but powerfully expressing their desire. This wandering gaze isn't random. It's almost instinctual, as if her feelings are so potent they can't be contained. For instance, when her eyes settle on your lips, it's hard not to wonder, is she imagining a kiss? Is she silently hoping for that connection to leap from fantasy to reality? And when her gaze sweeps over your body, it suggests a level of curiosity and longing that's incredibly intimate. These quiet moments, seemingly small yet undeniably significant, can speak volumes about her feelings. Eye contact paired with such exploratory gazes creates a layered conversation of attraction, curiosity, and vulnerability that no words could ever replicate. Eye contact is, without a doubt, one of the most mesmerizing tools in the dance of attraction. It can ignite sparks of excitement, deepen emotional bonds, and unravel guarded hearts. When a woman locks eyes with you in a way that feels deliberate or flirtatious, she's not just looking, she's inviting you into her inner world. There's an emotional electricity to these moments that words can't capture. You can feel the anticipation building, a silent yet powerful signal of her desire and willingness to connect with you on a deeper level. Truly understanding her gaze is like deciphering a love letter written in the language of her soul. But the story doesn't end with eye contact. It gets even more thrilling when she initiates physical touch. There's something electric about the moments when a woman lightly brushes your arm, playfully nudges you during a laugh, or lets her hand linger just a second too long on yours. These touches, though seemingly innocent, carry an emotional weight that's impossible to ignore. Physical touch is her way of breaking barriers, signaling her comfort, and testing the waters of a deeper connection. It's as if each touch is a little whisper saying, "I want to be close to you." Think about it. Every playful poke, every accidental brush of her hand against yours, is like a jolt of unspoken energy. It's her way of expressing what she might not yet feel ready to say. These moments aren't just casual. They're deliberate, instinctual, and loaded with meaning. The Stoics once believed that actions speak louder than words, and how true that is when it comes to touch. A simple, lingering touch on your shoulder can convey more desire, more warmth, and more vulnerability than 100 sentences ever could. When a woman is drawn to you, she'll find the smallest, sweetest ways to close the gap between you. Her touches are like little bridges, shrinking the space that separates you and thickening the air with the unspoken possibility of something more. And when her fingers linger, when you feel that spark that seems to stop time, it's an unmistakable sign that she's expressing her attraction in the most authentic way possible. These moments of contact, however subtle, have the power to create bonds that feel both immediate and enduring. Touch is an intimate language, a silent conversation between two people who are inching closer together with every brush, nudge, or lingering caress. It's in these fleeting moments that you can feel the depth of her feelings and the intensity of her desire. So, the next time her eyes roam or her touch lingers, pay attention. These are not random acts. They're powerful, deeply emotional signals that she feels connected to you. And perhaps, just perhaps, she's inviting you to connect with her in return. It's a quiet but profoundly meaningful gesture, her way of signaling that she's ready to bridge the emotional and physical space between you. This act, so subtle yet powerful, is her invitation to create a bond that transcends mere words. In that moment, she's not just touching you. She's opening up her world, allowing herself to be vulnerable in a way that requires immense trust. It's as if she's saying, "I'm letting you in. Do you feel this too?" From a Stoic perspective, how you respond to such an intimate gesture carries just as much weight as the gesture itself. This is not just about touch. It's about connection, trust, and the delicate dance of emotions that underlie human relationships. Each soft brush of her hand or lingering touch is a way of exploring the boundaries of closeness, of testing the waters to see if the connection she feels is mirrored in you. It's both courageous and delicate, a moment that can either deepen the bond or leave it untended. If you hesitate, pulling away or showing discomfort, it's easy for her to misinterpret your reaction as a lack of interest or mutual feeling. This could leave her questioning the connection she thought you shared. On the other hand, when you meet her touch with warmth, a gentle hand on her back, a reassuring squeeze of her hand, it's like affirming, "Yes, I'm here with you." These small, heartfelt gestures can speak volumes, reinforcing a shared understanding that words might fail to express. I find moments like these breathtakingly beautiful because they remind us how much courage it takes to reach out and touch someone, not just physically but emotionally. It's a tender reminder of how fragile yet resilient human connections can be. Her touch is a gift, a silent declaration of trust and hope, and meeting it with care and presence can turn that fleeting moment into a lasting foundation for something truly special. This simple yet profound act of reciprocal touch serves as a powerful bridge, encouraging her to feel more comfortable and at ease in your presence. It fosters an environment of trust and safety, a place where the fragile threads of attraction can grow stronger, weaving naturally into a deeper connection. Touch, after all, is more than a fleeting physical gesture. It is a language of its own, full of nuance and meaning. A soft, barely there touch on your arm might seem casual, but it could be her cautious way of testing the waters, hoping to gauge your reaction. In contrast, a more lingering, deliberate touch might signal a surge of confidence, a bold expression of her growing attraction to you. This delicate dance of touch is incredibly personal and brimming with unspoken emotion. It's a reminder to be present, to savor these moments without rushing to conclusions. As the Stoics might counsel, mindfulness and patience are key. Don't let a single touch dictate the entire narrative. Instead, take your time to observe how her gestures evolve. Does she start initiating more physical contact, perhaps finding reasons to brush against you or rest her hand on yours? Are her touches becoming more intentional, lasting just a second longer as if she's reluctant to let go? Each touch is a story in itself, a silent message she's sending to you. There's something magical about these small, intimate gestures, like tiny sparks that can ignite a flame. They require you to not just see but feel, to interpret her body language with care and curiosity. Isn't it remarkable how much can be communicated without a single word? It's this quiet, tender aspect of human connection that makes building intimacy so incredibly moving. When you allow yourself to truly notice and cherish these moments, you'll find they carry a depth of emotion that words alone could never convey. One of the most electrifying and emotionally charged signs that a woman feels sexually attracted to you is her undeniable, persistent desire to be near you. It's not just proximity she seeks, it's connection, closeness, and the unspoken intimacy that comes with simply being in your presence. You'll notice how she subtly, or sometimes quite boldly, finds ways to intertwine her world with yours. Perhaps she drops gentle hints, suggesting plans that bring you together, or she might bravely propose shared activities that create opportunities to bond. At times, her invitations are so direct they leave little doubt about her intentions. These efforts are not random. They're intentional, meaningful, and deeply telling. What makes this so powerful is that her actions carry a weight words often fail to express. It's as if her every movement, choice, and initiative is a silent declaration of her deeper, more intimate attraction to you. The Stoics taught us that actions reveal the true nature of feelings, and this couldn't be truer here. While words might be brushed aside or misunderstood, her continuous, almost magnetic need to be in your presence is potent, living proof of her feelings. When you look closer, you realize it's not just about the moments she creates to be with you. It's the way her energy shifts when you're around. Her laughter seems brighter, her gestures softer, her interest more focused. It's as if being near you fulfills an unspoken, almost primal longing, a craving that goes beyond surface attraction. She doesn't just want to be near you, she needs to. Your presence becomes a source of comfort and joy, a kind of emotional home she finds herself returning to over and over, even if she can't fully explain why. From my perspective, this kind of behavior feels deeply moving and incredibly human. It's a beautiful dance of vulnerability and courage, a raw and unfiltered expression of desire that is hard to ignore. It's not just attraction, it's connection, chemistry, and a yearning that resonates in ways words never could. Her actions don't just speak, they shout, in the most beautifully silent way, that you matter to her profoundly and irresistibly. When a woman is genuinely interested in someone, her actions speak louder than words. She will go out of her way, sometimes even reshaping her busy schedule or overcoming hurdles, just to be close to that person. It's not just about convenience for her. It's about prioritizing someone who matters deeply. She may suggest plans that feel effortless and natural, choosing activities you both enjoy to create shared moments of joy and connection. Perhaps she'll ask for your help with something, an endearing and subtle way to build intimacy. Or maybe she simply lingers in places where she knows you'll be, as if her very essence is drawn to you like a magnet, quietly testing the waters to see if you feel the same irresistible pull toward her. It's captivating, isn't it? The way her presence seems to align with yours, almost as if by fate, yet you know deep down it's no accident. Her efforts, no matter how subtle, are deliberate and meaningful. As the Stoics, masters of observing human behavior, would point out, there's a pattern here. Her actions are not random but part of an intricate dance, a silent symphony of gestures that speak volumes about her feelings. What truly melts the heart, though, is how these moments aren't limited to grand gestures or meticulously planned outings. It's the little things, her unexpected arrival at a gathering she knows you'll attend, the way she seamlessly blends into the crowd just to stay near you. These instances may appear spontaneous, but they carry a quiet intensity, an unspoken confession of how much you occupy her thoughts. Isn't that profoundly beautiful? The way someone can weave themselves into your life so gently, yet with such purpose, is nothing short of poetic. It's a testament to the depth of her affection, a raw and authentic display of her desire to be a part of your world. When a woman consistently chooses to spend her time with you, it's not just a casual decision. It's a deeply meaningful gesture, as if her heart is speaking in ways her words have yet to articulate. It's in those moments of prioritization, of showing up for you, that you can feel the silent truth of her emotions. You've captured something profound within her, something she may not yet fully express but can no longer conceal. Her actions are like the gentle pull of gravity, inescapable, undeniable, and deeply telling. It's as though her soul recognizes something timeless in you, a connection that feels destined, as if written in the cosmic fabric of existence long before either of you crossed paths. The Stoics would remind us that love and attraction often begin subtly, like a quiet current beneath still waters. But when a woman goes out of her way to prioritize you, the ripples become waves, impossible to ignore. She is drawn to you with a magnetic intensity, one that feels both mysterious and exhilarating. And how can you not feel honored by that? To know someone sees value in your presence and craves your company is one of the most heartwarming and validating experiences life has to offer. Another unmistakable sign of her affection is the way she lights up when you suggest spending time together. That spark in her eyes, the excitement in her voice, the way she eagerly accepts your plans, it all speaks to a deep desire to share her life with you. Even when her world feels chaotic, when obligations and commitments pile high, she finds ways to carve out time for you. It's not just about moving mountains. It's about showing that you matter enough to make her life a little more complicated, a little more flexible, just to create moments with you. This willingness to adjust her plans, to say yes when the easier option might be no, speaks louder than any words ever could. It's a testament to how much she values you. It's not just an attraction, it's a growing connection, a hope that something extraordinary is being built between you. Each moment she dedicates to you is like laying a new brick in the foundation of something potentially life-changing. Her actions are filled with a tender kind of vulnerability, an unspoken declaration of how much she treasures the space you share. And isn't that one of the most beautiful gifts someone can offer? A heart that quietly, but consistently, chooses you. The ancient Stoics often mused about how the yearning for connection is one of the most profound and natural aspects of the human experience. This isn't just a fleeting whim or a superficial desire. It's a core part of what makes us human. It's the emotional gravity that pulls us toward others, urging us to seek closeness and understanding, to feel seen, valued, and cherished. For a woman experiencing the spark of sexual attraction, this yearning transforms into something deeply multifaceted. It manifests not only as a physical longing but also as an emotional pull that's almost impossible to ignore, a need to feel close, to bridge the gap between two souls and truly connect. When she feels that pull toward you, it's not just about filling time or engaging in empty pleasantries. No, it's so much more. She wants to peel back the layers of your personality, to dive into the depths of who you are. She's drawn to the story behind your smile, the thoughts that linger in your mind, and the emotions you might not always show to the world. When she suggests spending time together, whether it's a casual coffee date or a more adventurous outing, it's rarely just about the activity itself. To her, these moments are opportunities, sacred windows of time to get closer, to explore the unspoken connection that's beginning to form. Consider the types of activities she gravitates toward. They're often thoughtful and designed to encourage conversation and mutual discovery. Maybe she wants to take a long walk in the park, where you can talk freely without distractions. Perhaps she suggests dinner at a quiet spot, where the atmosphere encourages vulnerability and shared stories. These are not random choices. They're her way of inviting you into her world and stepping into yours. She's intentionally creating a space where the two of you can engage on a deeper level, where trust and understanding can begin to blossom. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. What's even more telling, though, is the way she behaves when you're together. Pay attention to her engagement. How she listens, how she responds, how she lights up when you speak. If she's leaning in, hanging on to your every word, and asking questions that reveal a genuine interest in your life, that's not just polite conversation. That's an emotional investment. It's her way of saying, without words, that you matter to her. Think about it. She remembers the little things you've shared. Maybe it's your favorite childhood memory, the way you take your coffee, or the fact that you once mentioned a dream you haven't pursued yet. These aren't just random details. They're pieces of you that she's carefully holding onto because they matter to her. She's not just interested in the surface of your life. She wants to know the heart of who you are. Her focus on you becomes almost magnetic. In a world full of distractions, she chooses to zero in on you, to make you feel like the only person in the room. That kind of attention is rare, and it speaks volumes. She's captivated by the uniqueness of your story, by the way your mind works, and by the emotions that flicker behind your eyes. She's not just attracted to your physical presence. She's drawn to your essence, to the person you are when all pretenses fall away. It's in these moments that the true depth of her feelings becomes clear. She doesn't want a connection that's purely physical or superficial. What she yearns for is something real, something lasting. She wants to understand you, to see the world through your eyes, to feel the rhythm of your thoughts, to share in your joys, and to shoulder your burdens. This isn't about fleeting attraction. It's about building something meaningful, something that stands the test of time. From her attentiveness to her willingness to be vulnerable, every gesture, every word, and every glance carries weight. She's extending an invitation to let her in, to let her see the parts of you that you might guard from others. And isn't that what we all crave at our core? To be truly known and still loved for who we are? Her desire to connect, her deep emotional engagement, and her willingness to take the time to build this bond are beautiful testaments to the power of attraction when it's rooted in something more profound than just the physical. It's a reminder of how extraordinary it feels to be the object of someone's genuine affection and curiosity. Moments like these should be cherished, for they hold the promise of a connection that could transform both your lives in ways you never expected. It's exhilarating, humbling, and, above all, deeply human. And there you have it. An in-depth look at the subtle yet powerful signs of attraction and how you can use this knowledge to build stronger, more meaningful connections. So, what have you learned so far? Was there a particular sign that resonated with you or made you think differently about how you interpret interactions? Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned from this video that you'll bring into practice in your life. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below. If you found this video helpful, please let us know by leaving a comment, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us create more content just like this. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.